Welcome
to Peptalk
with Nat
and Dan.
Today we're going to talk about surviving the monotony.
Because there is a lot of monotony in my daily life right now.
Essentially, I was trying to say specifically and essentially at the same time. Essentially, we're talking about our 9-to-5 day jobs that suck the life out of us.
Yeah, it's like they are the parasites of my week.
Yeah.
It can be really emotionally exhausting, but we want to, give you a little love and inspiration on getting through those crazy 40 hours that we dedicate to most of our time to.
It's hard. I mean, especially as creative people who you have other things on your agenda that are way more important to you than the hours that you're spending at your 9-to-5. It can be very stressful.
Because you'd prefer to be doing other cool creative things.
Yeah.
The things that people don't pay you for because we live in a bizarre capitalistic society.
Yes. And it feels like, I always get stressed out at least about like all the time I'm wasting. You know, I'm not wasting it because I'm making money and I need the money to live. But
it still like eats at your soul a little bit, You just like, you want to be able to just do what you want to do and not have to worry about, paying your bills.
So, I mean, one of the things for me, I think we both kind of work in customer service related type deals. So for me, it's trying to find the good things. Because there's a lot of, if you've ever done customer service, you know what that is.
There's some angry people out there.
There's some highs and lows. Some highs and some real lows.
There's like a lot of really good writing inspiration though. In customer service, which doesn't make it okay.
I feel like you don't see the writing potential when you're in it, though.
No, it's like it's a funny joke like 3 weeks later.
Yeah.
Or while you're living it, you're like banging your head against the desk. Yeah.
But I mean, little things like there are, there's the I don't know, probably 8 people who come in to my work who I'm like, you're an awesome person. You're doing this right, and thank you for recognizing that I'm a person with feelings.
Totally.
And I just. Yay, world. There are still wonderful humans out there.
I mean, I answer phones for a trucking company, so I deal with a lot of anger. But I'm so lucky that the people I work with are really amazing. And a lot of the people that phone me are also really amazing and just want to have random conversations. And so I try to make people laugh as much as possible. Yeah. My favorite question is, if you could be any mythical beast, what would you be? Or like, if you could only eat one kind of food for, I ask weird questions because it's a great way to learn things about people, but it's like, just be silly. Yeah. Like, being professional doesn't mean you can't make people laugh or like giggle.
I mean, I think that's honestly one of the best parts of my job is just learning about the lives of the people I'm working with. Yeah. And it's so funny because, like, a lot of these people, they can work together for 30 years and they know nothing about each other. It just takes one person to be in there to be like,
we should have conversations.
What is the what's your life story? And like, and you get it out of people, and that's it's.
And then you learn a lot about someone that you might not have necessarily interacted with. I think that can be the perk of a monotonous job. Yeah, is that it brings together people from all different kinds of walks of life. And when you're in artistic communities, especially, there's a tendency to accidentally only spend time with people who think the same things you think. Yes. So I think it's kind of like a pretty dope perk to get to meet up with people that don't necessarily share your points of views on everything. There's some really good conversation that can happen there.
And I mean, some days are just going to suck. They just are. But that's one of those days you have to remember that you're learning endurance.
Yeah, you are in it for the marathon.
And
you're saving money or banking money and paying your bills.
You have to remember, the positives that are coming out of it.
Also, bubble baths.
Paying off your loans.
You should have as many bubble baths as you feel like you want to have.
Yeah. Or stretch it out. I always stretch every night.
Nice.
Partially because I stand all day. That's terrible.
Yeah. I sit in a desk, so I like to soak.
Yeah. There you go.
And like get fresh air if you can. There was a while when it wasn't like crazy -30 cold outside where I would go for walks on all of my breaks. Just so I could get some fresh air and just like get out of space.
That's a very good idea. Actually, I should do that.
And it made me feel better. Yeah. Like just because we're pretty sunny here, even though we're very cold. And that extra little vitamin D, like it makes such a difference.
Actually, I probably won't. I just said I would. I'm not going to walk.
That's okay.
Because my legs are tired at work. But what I do is I go up to the break room, which actually has beautiful windows, and I sit in the sun every break, every lunch. I just sit in the sun, and that does help.
Definitely. Yeah. I mean, the thing is that the thing about these monotonous jobs is they're probably not forever.
Yes. Hopefully they're temporary. Hopefully this is just, you know, a what do you call it? Like a chapter in your life?
Yeah, it's a transition. Like it's
a phase.
It's a phase. The thing is though, is like don't be afraid to quit if you're really miserable.
Yeah.
Like actually.
Yeah.
It's just a job. And if it's really driving you crazy, always sleep on it and give yourself an extra day. Like if you feel the same way, I've almost quit so many times, but like if you want to quit 2 days in a row, then think about it seriously.
Yeah.
But if it's like you're just having a really bad one day, go to bed, sleep it off. If you wake up the next morning still feeling like crap about it, maybe that is the right choice. And trust yourself. You know better than anybody else. Like don't feel obligated to stay there just because it's a job.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just money.
That's not what makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you're going to be spending 40 hours a week with these people and with this job. And if it's really making you miserable, like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Do you.
Do you, man.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, rock that. Okay. That's our amateur advice.
Yeah. All the amateur advice on how to survive the monotony.
Good luck.
Well, keep pepping the pep.
Talking the talk.
We believe in us. In you. Bye, friends.
Bye.